Excuse me?
I said, you remember your cameras.
Look at this. Boom, boom, boom.
All right.
Don't know what that one is? I know them all.
You get the board one, right?
There it is. All right.
All right.
We're on.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Oh, you started recording.
I did. Why not?
You don't start with the one camera thing where you...
No, like the end of 60 Minutes, like dead serious.
Yeah, just roll it in.
I wanted the opening soliloquy by you. You know?
Yeah.
Why don't you do your own? Come over here.
You know, the crowd has missed you. You know, it's only once in a while.
No. This is like the quickest turnover ever. We were here like 2 weeks ago.
You know?
This is a record fast show. This show's supposed to be once every 2 months, you know. So this is...
Once every 2 months.
This is bonus content.
That's way more than you ever did the radio.
Yeah.
Speaking of the radio, our anniversary's coming up.
I think it already passed.
No, it was the last time. Well, I know the last time I was on was
the
Folk
last
Festival.
time. I meant the first time.
No. I mean, but we've been gone for a year. Seems like it's been longer.
So it's been 2019 was our first show on the radio.
Oh, with the Tuesday night show?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And
Good
so
job keeping track of that.
I remember stuff, believe it or not. Somewhere in the Swiss cheese, there's useless information.
That was a terrible show.
It wasn't bad. My cousin called in after a few drinks from Italy.
That's always helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had like 3 pages of notes and ran through them all in the first 15 minutes. Luckily, we had about a half hour's worth of commercial.
I think it was just you and me too. We didn't have Harlan yet.
And Cindy wasn't,
Ready for us.
exactly. She was used to something else.
So what? The last show we did on the radio was Folk Festival.
I know the last one I did for sure was Folk Festival morning.
All right, so we must have done
That
it
was on a
like
Saturday with Marty and Jerry. So we must have done the Tuesday before that. So yeah, it's pretty damn close.
You guys have great memories. I have no idea.
No, that was before because I think you did that one after we did our last one.
Yeah. So
But we didn't really announce it was our last one. We just kind of ghosted the audience.
yeah. Well, someone just pissed me off.
Same here.
Today's National Cherry Pie Day.
Hey,
Good. Go eat 10 of them.
Welcome.
Leave me alone. All right.
welcome back, by the way, Han.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
From I don't forget what the Utah motto is. It's
The Utes.
the multi-wives state or something.
I'm not really sure.
The
what
polygamy
motto
state.
is.
I forget what it is.
It's a beautiful state, though. I'll say that.
It is pretty.
Nice people.
If the people are phenomenally nice. Actually,
Did you think about moving there?
It's a strange thing, you know.
They've got it.
I would live there, no problem.
I can't trust people that are very nice and don't really drink a lot. There's something going on with them.
You know what? I was with a group of people that was doing plenty of drinks.
That were jerks that were getting hammered.
No, I wouldn't even know how to relate to these people.
So
How you doing? How's your day? Nice to meet you.
no, it's not like this fake. They're just genuinely nice people.
That can't be how people really are.
See, we're just tainted. We're in this world of just, I don't know,
Assholes.
cutthroats all around every corner.
I don't think we're cutthroats. I just think we're a little more gritty.
Seasoned.
Perhaps, you know, but they are just genuinely nice people. I don't know how else to put it. You know.
Did you get deep into the Mormon religion?
No, we did. So we were just kind of walking around downtown Salt Lake, and we did pop through. They have this, this area that's just belongs to them. You know, it's like they have.
It's called the state of Utah.
But so their big church was actually under this massive construction project where they had like dug it all up, and they were putting rods and beams underneath the church. It was kind of a wild project.
It's probably their survival camp or whatever.
Hell yeah.
And it wasn't like a mass highway, like
Yeah.
where an off ramp will take 5 years to get done. But like they had so many people cranking.
It's like the Amish. Are they all out there?
So much. Oh yeah, I don't know what was going on.
I picture there's a guy there watching all his wives digging up a hole.
No, there was a lot of work getting done. There was a lot of workers. Also, I think they have deep pockets.
Did they find any more books buried in the ground?
They maybe. I don't know.
They're not books. What were they? Tablets or something? I forget what he found in
I don't know.
Connecticut.
I didn't dig deep. We just kind of walked around. We did go into you can kind of take a quick little walking tour of their churches and stuff like that. So I popped in just to have a peek, and they have like tour guides there, and you can ask them questions. They'll answer it.
Was there any Marie Osborne? I don't know. Was that her name? What was her name?
Marie, that's a real person.
Right? Donnie Marie, right?
Yeah.
It was Osborne, wasn't it?
No, I didn't ask about that.
No, it wasn't Osborne.
Osmond?
Osmond.
Yeah.
I did that as a combo person.
Ozzy and...
Ozzy and Marie Osmond.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
We got some Lowell election news.
Oh,
hot off the press right here from Inside Lowell.
Okay, what do you got?
We got the sample ballot. We know who's on the ballot. The signatures have been turned in.
Or not turned in?
Or not turned in.
Yeah.
Yes, that's probably the more interesting story. But you want to go through it real quick?
Yeah.
This is good because...
I got an issue with it too, by the way.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to do some time on some local, state, national, international. We do it all. It's going to be a good show.
Intergalactic.
Let's start it right now. All right. At large. You know what? We're going to predict these as we go. Let's just be done with it, right? We'll tell you who the next council is going to be.
Sure.
Councilor at large. There will be 3 of them elected. There are 6 names on the ballot, so there will not be a primary, preliminary. Not sure where we're standing with that debate, but who cares? Rita Mercier.
In.
Yeah, she's in.
Lock. Vesda Noon.
In.
I'll wait till I hear who else is from.
Oh, my God. He's a
the
lock.
top vote getter last time.
He's been like 2 of the last 3 times.
He will probably get in.
Lock. Now it gets interesting. Corey Belanger, Eric Gitchier, Bobby Tubielli, and V-Rack. Ooh.
Oh, he's Australian?
What's his name?
He loaded that one up pretty good.
Oh, I didn't. Actually, I was trying to grind it down.
Yeah. He had a nice little build
His
up.
last name is spelled U-Y.
What's he going to spit out?
How would you pronounce U?
Oi.
What?
Oi.
Okay. I'm good with that. That's what it is, right? That's his name. So you got 6 of them.
Yeah.
3 are getting in. The rational among us know that the top 2 will...
Wait, 7, wasn't it? Oh,
No.
6. Yeah, yeah.
So there was supposed to be 7.
Yeah.
But Ruthie Young did not turn in his paperwork.
Right. So there's no primary.
So without him doing that, there's no primary. Now, let's just go primary.
It's a primary, right?
Yeah.
Preliminary, whatever.
So it would have been interesting to see how... I'm sure they all wanted it too, all the candidates, to see how they fared, but they just get straight to it, right to the real deal. So if with 2 locks, it sort of is going to come down to between Corey Belanger, Gitchier, and Tubielli.
I don't know, the other guy...
The other guy,
I don't really know much about him.
I think he's the chairman of the board, or the president of the CMAA. He's definitely got ties. I think he was Ratty's campaign manager at some
He's
point.
got the ties. He's got the...
But I think he ran for state rep. I don't think he lived in Lowell. In like 2018, he ran for state rep in like Roslindale or West Roxbury. Yeah, well, we'll get to that too.
Yeah,
But
clearly he's eligible.
So he's definitely got ties to Lowell. He clearly lives here now. We're assuming, but
Clearly.
I think
Let's
his
be careful with clearly.
his state rep race didn't go well. Let's say that in the West Roxbury one, he finished
I have no idea how this...
distant 5th.
I don't know how that...
But he's a legit, serious guy.
I don't really know how that third one's going to go.
So
It's really a toss-up. Belanger, Gitchier, Tubielli.
well,
Last year, 3rd place got about 5,200 votes, which was Drinkwater, who's rock solid on election day. He's not running. Bobby Tubielli came in 4th with 4,000 votes. This is as we go down the list, there's not,
how many did Eric get out of the Highlands? Just curious.
I think, about 1,100 votes.
Okay.
So he's got to get 4,000 the rest of the city.
Or
It's-
3,500.
Yeah, well,
Ish.
it literally is.
He must, I mean,
It's the same as always. Whose Belvedere are you going to vote for?
for him to pull out of the
simple.
Highlands and just go for the citywide, he must feel some level of confidence that he's done enough for the city, that the city's
Clearly he did.
come out and back him.
See, I think...
I wouldn't have done that myself because
It's a risky play.
You're pretty
by
much
him.
locked into your district if you stay there. But
Right.
and if again, there's no real benefit to it. Like if you
Right. Yeah.
if you
It's not
run
like you're-
citywide and those are the only 3 people
those are
eligible
3 people that are eligible for mayor. Right. Yeah.
or whatever. Yes, and if there's something to it, fine.
Yeah.
You roll the dice and to just roll it. Like same thing with Corey Robinson, who we'll get to. He was thinking hard about running citywide. Why? Why? You can win. You can get 80% in your district and just be on the council, the same as.
So I don't know. Maybe Eric wants to get a feel for how satisfied the city is with his performance.
And then what?
What do you mean?
I don't know. What are you hinting at? Is
Well, I'm hinting
he
at
going to run for state rep? Is he going to run for Senate?
maybe that's up to him.
President?
I'm just saying, like, I think
The Lee machine
what
gets
else
behind
makes
you,
him
still
stick,
stopping,
So
right?
he wants to basically get validated.
Yeah, but no, it's
Am
definitely.
I doing a good job for the city?
It's a gutsy move.
It's a risky play.
Full credit for the guts.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't have done it.
See, I think it comes down to Pawtuckaville and Centerville. I think Belvedere's, they can go two, three, four ways in this.
But that's it, though. It doesn't. I mean, Belvedere is Pawtuckettville and Centerville. You just
But
tally them up, and that's what they're going to
I
get.
think those four candidates you're going to like split that vote up a little bit. It's going to depend on how you do it with the other ones.
Yeah, I legitimately.
If you're, one of,
I could
you're one of
see-
them, how do you get on the Belvedere email list of who to vote for?
And again, fifth place got 32. I'm sorry, third place
make a
got
big difference,
5,200 votes. Tubielli came in fourth with 4,000 votes, which is a distant fourth, but 4,000 votes is legit. Like he was like
Yeah.
second place. I mean, third. Oh, Jesus, getting the things. Fourth place with 4,000 is rock solid. And Corey Belanger has been elected multiple times.
Yeah, so it's a tough one.
All right, District 1.
Here's the thing now. You know, I know all of these, you have your incumbents first alphabetically, then the challenges underneath them alphabetically. Shouldn't it just be alphabetically?
For the
For all of them. For all of them. So that's how they list it. They list the incumbents alphabetically and then the challenges alphabetically below that.
Okay.
This should just be alphabetical.
No, you should.
It gives the incumbents a little bit of a advantage.
They're serving the city.
I don't know.
They've earned the respect to be at the top. Give them a little something, would you?
Nah, it should be just alphabetical.
No.
Because people vote the top. People just top.
So for this, again, as we go through this is going to be a very, I'm not going to say boring election, but not the most entertaining, interesting one. That is by far and away the biggest.
Yeah, that's the big race.
That's the big one. You go to District 1, Dan Rourke, unopposed. Moving on. Congratulations. District 2, Corey Robinson versus Marty Hogan.
Unopposed. Oh,
Unopposed. Moving on. Corey has already
Yeah.
throttled, I think, Marty Hogan once.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds on that one?
Honestly, I would put it at like a win percentage.
Yeah, it would have to be like minus $1 million or something crazy.
Yeah, no, it would probably be a 98% win percentage.
About 99%.
but anything could happen.
Anything
Say,
can happen.
you bet on Hogan.
Yeah.
Some scandal hits. Maybe we,
Yeah.
we start something. Who knows?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Next one, Belvedere District 3, John Leahy, unopposed.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
How long has he been? He's getting close to like a full, between the school committee and the council, he's got a full
before all of it?
lifetime,
Yeah.
essentially, right? Because
Long
he probably
time.
did 8-10 years in the school committee, right?
Yeah, he's been there so long. When he started, they were still using lead paint.
Sorry. I was late. I got
There
you,
you go.
buddy.
Not bad.
Next one, District 4, downtown in UMass Lowell area, Wayne Janess versus Amada Gregory.
You know,
Oh, here we go.
my gut tells me no contest, but would she run without having some inclination that people are going to back her? But can you really?
Hold on, just think of that sentence against
No,
all the
I
people
know,
that have ever
I
run.
know, I
Instead of against that candidate, I'm just mean anyone that's ever run.
But I mean, again, like, why are you running? Like, what's Wayne? What are you going to bring that Wayne hasn't already done?
Well, downtown is,
It's a sausage.
they're known
district.
for just coming out in full force during elections.
There's at least 24 voters.
That's not counting like the senior house, right?
Yeah.
The housing project
No,
there.
and it's the sausage district, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think, is anyone really mad at Wayne Janess? He's a bit of a
No.
liberal
Yeah.
left winger, but he hasn't been like
But he's been-
crazy. He hasn't been like AOC. You know what I mean?
But
Like
he's
he's
been-
going to have those motions, but he's not. He's pretty damn rational.
But he's been responsive to the businesses,
Yeah, I know, he
responsive
was-
to residents. I'm like, what's the problem?
Seems pretty good. We moving him on?
Yeah,
Move 'em
yeah.
on.
All right, congratulations, Wayne Janess. Next up, District. Oh, I got bad eyes. 5. This is the big one. Kim Scott versus Susie Chun. This is going to be a tight race.
Yeah, like Kim, I think has been one of the strongest counselors of the new group.
Done a good
Absolutely
job.
hustles.
Done a good job.
Yeah.
Susie
Give me
Chun.
Kim Scott by less than 50 votes.
It's going to be tight. Susie Chun, coming from the school committee, elected not to run, jumped over to the council side, but she's got some serious backers. Like she's got
Yeah,
the Lowell
She definitely flips sides.
establishment behind her.
She flipped sides on the city solicitor there, so I think she had to at that point.
how could you not?
So that'll be
Begs the question of how did you support her at first?
and that's the
Maybe
big
you,
one.
took a
That'll
leap of
decide.
faith that wasn't so justified.
I think the big mayor race will be Dan Rourke versus Vesna. who can get the
Well,
most
you can
votes.
see that some of these candidates are all put in to see if they can win, so they can
That's
get
it.
the
Like,
mayor.
honestly, that race might decide it right there.
What a dumb thing.
Which is funny because it's like just some random South Lowell part of Belvedere is pouring all this money in just so you can get a ceremonial job.
So
Doesn't pay crap.
Do you think that everyone's just gonna just yield to Vesna? Clearly, he pushed hard last.
For mayor?
Yeah.
No, it's Danny versus Vesna. 100%. That's what it is.
Well, what do you think? What if Corey wants it, or what if Eric wants it? Do you think they're gonna?
Well, hey, that's the thing.
You know.
What if Eric finishes top 2 citywide? He says, "I want it." That's weird. There's the old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Whoever's been in the council the longest gets it ceremonial, but that's kind of gone now.
That kind of got a grenade.
Now it's like, I don't know. They take this real serious. They always have. Like people have gone nuts for.
it's so stupid.
Yeah,
I think there's so many better ways to do it. Like, I think they should just get a big wheel, and the number of votes is the size of your pie on the wheel, and they spin the wheel.
Oh, well,
Then we could bet on it.
that could be get you your motion if he does well. We don't know what he's planning, but it's something along those
Why
lines.
not? But I mean, because and Jack Mitchell wrote a good article on InsideLowell, I believe, but or maybe on his page. But it was he was just basically, to paraphrase, the whole mayor thing's stupid, and it is like,
Always has been.
yeah. I mean, I'd rather see a president of the council. I think that'd be cool.
Well, wait, what's the difference?
There is none, but it might kind of
I got an idea.
Get rid of
We
some of
changed the name.
yeah, seriously, because people are like, I'm the mayor. I'm like, really? You're just the head of the
Nah, it's
planning
nice.
government. It's nice, but it doesn't mean anything.
Do you think that we should?
Which is back to the point. Like people used to treat it that way, and now
Yeah.
it's.
Do you think we should take the mayor off of the school committee?
Yes, I think we should get rid
Because
of
I think that
No.
because that mayor didn't get voted in a school committee capacity, so I don't think the mayor should be.
Well, that's part of the big battle. Like, you know what I mean? That's
I think
part of it. Like
I
when
think
you go to this Kim Scott, Susie Chun race, and if they know that's going to decide the next mayor, like there's weird factions that get involved. And like I said, you pump a bunch of resources into some random weird race on Gorham Street. And
I guess what I'm saying,
now it's randomly important.
if you're going to vote for school committee members, theoretically they should have some sort of vested interest in the school's success to a degree, and then just having a mayor. I mean, not that the mayor doesn't want the schools to succeed or anything like that, but that may not be the mayor's expertise, or that may not be
No, it almost never.
anything to do.
I don't think it's
with
many
what
of the
mayor
school committee's
intended.
expertise either.
Well,
I would just eliminate that whole thing.
We'll get to them next.
But you get what I'm saying? Like that mayor, like we saw it back in 17, where that mayor had a whole lot of sway, and if the committee just sits on their hands and let the mayor run roughshod over them,
Well, maybe
you have like a little bit of a dictatorship running the
but
city and the school.
But maybe by having the mayor, they'll have somebody that actually has kids in the district on the board.
District 6, contested race. Sakari Chow versus Justin Ford.
Sicarcha.
And give him the
There's not a lot of tight races here.
98%. Like I told you, this is not an exciting.
South Lowell will be the only hot
Yeah, that's a
spot, huh?
98% win percentage too.
Okay.
I think
He,
I think-
99.
I think.
I think Kim does
Is anyone?
better than you'll think.
No. We just think it's gonna be close.
Who will have a bigger margin of victory, Corey or Sakari?
See, that's where we'll get into.
that's
Once
where
we
we
get
get
close to
some
this,
action
we are
there.
definitely gonna have.
all right.
We are gonna go to the board right there.
With some
That is not me.
good drawings.
That's some like Edward Scissorhands. We were
I
trying to
can't
read.
read it. I know it's just something now. He is 90 years old, so we thought it might be Teddy's kid Ari talking about his dad.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah,
Very
my
sweet.
dad is now
90
90.
years.
I think he's only 50 something. We got New Jersey over there.
Can we legally do that?
Do what?
Like bet on the
Put a betting board?
We won't actually.
You know what?
We can put the lines up
We can put betting odds up as we see it.
for entertainment purposes only.
Sure.
Like the football cards, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can bet on politics, right?
Here in the studio.
Well, I'm not saying here.
Yeah, what?
You know?
Yeah.
No, you
you
can bet
can't.
on elections.
You have to go-
Trust me, I lost on.
Yeah, but you have to go overseas.
You know, I lost a lot of state Senate races last go around.
But you have to go overseas, right?
No.
DraftKings, you can't bet on it.
Well, DraftKings isn't
All right,
the
this is
only
where I would
place
warn
can
you to,
play. Okay, well, just carry on. But
You can
it
pretty
can
much
be
bet on
done.
anything.
I'm not going to distract us. Remind you to come right back to this in 10 seconds.
Sure.
You want a headline from the New York Post?
Oh yeah.
When betting on the Special Olympics goes horribly wrong. That's a
That's
real
a headline.
That was a real story this week.
No, really? Well, I knew you could bet on the Special Olympics. I couldn't find it, but
So that was one of the offshore
I
ones.
never, ever
One of the offshore ones. put out lines for the Special Olympics, right? And it was like this big debate, like, is this morally right? Is it wrong? And people were very passionately on both sides. And then it happened, and people bet on it.
Why would it be morally wrong?
We won't get into it, but
So we at Nabonasset, we have the golf gold medalist of the Special Olympics.
well, oh really?
Yeah, he won the national title.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
I'm
very
serious.
nice.
Yeah,
So,
pretty interesting story.
well, there was a thing with, I forget, one of the competitions where they had lines, and like one weightlifter, he was like plus 1,400, and so everyone knew he was like really strong. So people loaded up on this dude, and some other guy, and he won, but they counted him as a loss. They're like, why'd you count him as a loss? They go, it was a whole weird thing.
Foot foul, stepped over the line or something?
No, they put him as a loss before he even lifted, and they closed the tournament down. So they're like, he hasn't even gone yet. He goes in 2 days. And there was another competition where it was really close, so they both got gold medals.
Oh, wait.
So-
There was the.
Yeah. Again, it's a whole weird thing. So I'm just saying, when we get our board going, it's going to be very professional, all right? We'll have no funny business going on here.
Sidetracked on that one.
I couldn't find the app. Somebody told me, but I couldn't find it.
Good. That's the
nothing wrong with
universe telling you to not bet on the special.
Well, you can bet on the regular Olympics. Why couldn't you bet on that one?
District 7, Paul Rathayem. Paul Rathayem versus Fru. He's a one-namer,
I think
like Madonna.
Paul Rathayem.
Paul Rathayem,
Yeah, I think
blowout.
Paul
Yeah.
District 8. This is a good one. Tai Chum versus John Dakota.
John Dakota.
This is the Upper Highlands. Tai Chum on the ballot last time,
Yeah,
unsuccessfully.
John will do fine.
I think John Dakota wins that for sure. So the only tight races are the at-large ones, which will be good, very good. And
Actually,
then-
if John Dakota was in charge of the school committee, if he was the mayor in charge of the school committee,
That
would be
awesome.
fantastic.
That's who should be mayor, John Dakota.
Oh, that would be-
straighten up the school committee.
Yeah, that would be lovely, by the way.
You think Vesna would be cool with that? Just like, hey, sorry, man. We got this new guy. He's good with buses.
What?
We want him in there.
Neighborhood schools, baby.
Yeah, he would do good.
I don't have
You
to
know,
worry.
that would actually be.
I don't know why everyone just wants to just give Vesna everything. I don't get it.
Well, he's been a counselor for a long time, and he gets the most votes.
Well, how
That's
long?
not giving anything. Why do you?
A couple terms?
Why would? I'm not a big Vesna supporter, but 100% he's pretty much earned the mayorship, right?
Has he? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
same
really
thing with Danny. Danny's been on the council for a
Well, this
long
was
time
Rita's
now.
last
They're
term.
probably equal in length.
Yeah, I was going to say Rita's put in way more than him.
Maybe
Rita's
this,
been mayor multiple times. Stop tapping.
but if this is her last term, maybe it
You gonna
makes
hit me
sense
with
to
a
have her
hammer?
be mayor.
Sorry, what did you say?
If it's Rita's last term, maybe it'd be nice to have her go out as mayor.
If she said that, she would get it.
Yeah.
She kind of has that trump card where, you know what I mean? She can
Yeah.
just pull it one day. If she doesn't like either of the two candidates, just like,
Throw her name in there.
yeah, listen, I'm gonna, you want to start the rumor? Just kidding.
Well, I don't know if it's her last term. I mean, she could.
No, she's going strong. Why would she?
I know.
stop?
I don't think it's. I don't think she's going anywhere.
What's the record? It's got to be like Dick Howe, right? Like 40 something, 20 terms.
I have no idea. That's a good question.
Rita's gonna be in like 26th at least.
When did
If
she
she
start?
serves-
In the mid-90s, right?
Maybe late, definitely 90s. In my head, it's like 97 around there, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Either way, she's a couple
Been
more
around
terms.
for-
She'll be in
yeah.
30. All right, so there's your city council. There's the Kim Scott, Susie Chun race is good, and the at-large one, and that's it.
Okay.
20 names total. To the bigger point where they switched the whole way we vote, or they vote, and has it made much of a difference? Getting people excited and on the ballot? Not so much. All right, school committee. At large, they're going to elect only two of these people. You got Jackie Doherty, and you got Connie Martin, and that's it.
I'm pretty sure those lines are
Yeah.
closed.
Congratulations to them. That window is closed.
Looking good for them, I guess.
That is unbelievable. How not one other person would try to run? I mean, these two
Now, I
run well on election day, so they'd probably win, but it's just wild that
with
one
those,
person.
Those two, I think, voted
Someone-
against the teacher contract, whatever, like a month ago.
Oh, here he goes.
Which no, it's
that
such
good
a
or bad?
good deal for the city, and such a bad deal for the teacher union. How they could vote against it is beyond me. I just
Maybe they
lost.
support the teachers more.
What?
I don't know. I got distracted.
I guess what I'm saying is, how do you vote against a contract that totally favors your side?
Why did the Paras get a big increase?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Why is this such a good? Oh, quickly, 30 seconds. Why is this such a good deal for the city?
Because they're giving us a trash raise. That's why.
2%.
2%'s trash, dude. Right?
Yeah.
When inflation's running like
No.
10 to 15%, 2% is garbage.
You get very snippy.
2%?
I was just guessing a number.
I thought he was going to say 17%.
I thought, yeah, I was trying to set him up.
So what happened?
Is it really 2%?
So the pay scale went up by 2,500 across the board, which is good for paras, right? Because they don't make that much. So the 2,500 is a big bump for them.
Good. They deserve more. Paris for sure should get
For the
more.
teachers, it's a small bump, right? So, and then halfway through next year, we get a 2% raise or whatever.
Now, is that prorated for 260 days or is it the 180?
Don't get me going.
Summer rates.
So anyhow,
And how long is that
so
for?
essentially, like,
How long is that 2%
If you're in
for?
my shoes, you're getting like a 3% raise.
Really? Paul George has agreed to that?
Yeah, they pushed it. We didn't even like negotiate.
Wait, so the Paras actually got taken care of for once?
Hold on. Did it pass? It sounds like it maybe didn't pass.
It passed.
Oh,
but,
good.
But I'm saying is
Good
those
job,
two. Those
Paris.
two.
Good job,
this is what
Jackie.
confuses
That's
me.
good for them.
Why would those two vote against it?
I don't know. Why don't you watch the school committee and tell us? You're here on the show. You should be doing this. You should be our school committee.
Listen. From a union perspective, when Billy Joe Turner says during that meeting, like we had allocated way more funds for teacher raises, so this sounds good to us. If you hear that, you know what I mean, and you're on the managerial side,
Yeah.
sign, agree.
Well, they were over.
I don't think we should have ever done this deal myself.
All right.
You know,
Well, that's good. We don't have to hear about it for a couple of years, right? How many years is it good
I don't
for?
know, it's a 1 year deal. I'm just
All right. Let's finish this. We're going too long on this thing. District 1. This is our only actual race in the school committee. Stacy Thompson versus Fred Bahu. This is the Highlands Pawtucketville hybrid district. That's going
to be tight.
That's a good race.
that's a good race.
That's a
Marty
very
pulls votes in the Highlands.
Yeah, no, he's been on the ballot many times between the Vogue and he ran against Ratty, state rep. That was was it? Nah, it wasn't that close. But either way, he got a lot of votes.
Yeah.
So that's a very good race. All right, you got to pick a winner there. We're picking the winners. Come on.
I'm going Freddie.
I'm going to take Baho, just barely going to sneak that one.
I think Freddie gets in.
I think I'm going Fred Bahu too.
Stacey Thompson, I have to say, is well spoken. I heard her on the radio.
Yeah, she knows her stuff. Did she vote for your
knows her
raise?
stuff. Well, yes, she did.
No, here we go.
She's my only issue with her is, you know, she's at the altar of equity rules everything, and you know, if you ask me, that whole thought process is just kind of screwing up education in a big way. So,
All right, we'll save that for the next show.
yeah.
Teachers Union Lives Matter, right? Do they still do that over there? Do they still?
I have no idea.
Oh, all right. You haven't been invited on? You're a big radio
I don't think I
podcast
will.
star. District 2, Eileen Del Rossi. Congratulations. You were on the school committee. Was going to run against Jerry Nutter, but he pulled
no.
feet at the end.
Chase, then Bobby went citywide instead of going. He was going to be the other.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, no, she's dodged a couple big bullets there.
Yeah, she's.
Nutter's tough to beat in Centerville, and Bobby with the downtown Centerville combo, right? All right, good for her. Good job, Eileen.
Untouchable.
And Jerry didn't want to give up that lucrative radio deal.
Yeah. Mornings with Casey.
It's a lot of back end money on that one.
District 3, Dave Conway. Coming back to the school committee, unopposed.
Okay.
He probably would have stomped anyone anyways.
Yep.
District 4, Dominic Lay. Unopposed.
There you go.
Coming back. That is, sorry to tell you, Inside Lowell, Teddy, and all your excitement for the race. That is the most boring election I've ever seen.
Yeah.
No Hoey?
No.
No, you're right.
All right, let's
I
go.
thought enough time has gone by.
What's the, does he still do that show with Facebook guys
I
there?
don't know. I don't watch it.
I like that. I don't have Facebook.
The funeral show?
Yeah. Those guys seem solid. The guys that run it, they're very good.
Yeah, good.
They should do more. They should come here. Why not?
Why not?
All right, whatever. Sununu, not running again.
Oh, great.
Oh, wait, what?
Yes.
Who?
Chris Sununu is not going to run for governor. New Hampshire's weird.
Hang on. Not going to run for governor or president?
Governor.
Why?
New Hampshire's weird because you have to run every 2 years as governor. He said, hey, politicians, they shouldn't be lifelong politicians. This shouldn't be a career job. So he is not running.
Okay.
So you know what? Let's just handicap that race right now too. Democrat's going to be Joyce Craig, who you don't know, mayor of Manchester, New Hampshire, liberal, city's going to hell, homeless people, drugs.
Yep.
Like every other Democratic run state.
Look out that window. And the Republican nominee is going to be Kelly Ayotte, probably.
All right.
So good race.
No idea.
Could be Chuck Morse, but it'll be Kelly Ayotte. All right.
I'm surprised Sununu. I wonder if he's going to be tapped for something else.
Hope he'd run for Senate.
Yeah, I mean, he's
But it kind of goes against what he just said. He just said, you know, we don't do this to be career jobs.
Well, switching roles is a little different.
he's good at governing. Too bad, you know.
DeSantis creeping up in the new poll in New Hampshire.
Listen, I'm a believer in DeSantis.
He was within about like 13 or 14 points.
I don't know. That he's starting to lose like a lot of the big donors and stuff. I don't know. People don't like him for some reason. I don't get it.
This whole he lacks a marketing team and a marketing message, and he's unrelated. You know, people can't relate to him, and he doesn't meet with certain groups of people, and he kind of only wants to get interviewed by his own people and stuff like that. I think that's overstated. I mean, he is starting to. He's going on Megyn Kelly. He's going on all these people that wanted to have him on, and he was kind of hesitant to go on.
Why wouldn't he in the first place?
Yeah, I think he should have in the first place too. So maybe there is something to this whole whoever's running his marketing and stuff is probably not going so hot.
Well, it's a little bit of that, or it's also that just someone's getting thrown under the bus here.
Yeah.
We'll start with you.
Someone's getting thrown under the bus for sure.
Although his press woman is the most annoying person on earth. Oh, the Republicans, conservatives love her. I forget her name. She's the blonde. She's like the PR person.
I can't remember.
Oh, I block her on Twitter. She just drives me insane. She doesn't shut up.
I think they're just Mickey Mouse in his campaign.
We got Hunter Biden whistleblower coming out.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yes, from the FBI.
How many whistleblowers are there now for Hunter Biden?
Well, here's the one.
Seems to be plenty.
This one that came out today is an FBI employee that is a Democrat who's gay. So it's not a typical conservative Republican. Like this guy is, you know, he's a hardcore Democrat, liberal, and he's like, this is just wrong. So that'll be interesting. You can't bury the guy saying he's doing it for political reasons when he's on your side politically.
Gotcha.
Thank you. We stopped funding the Wuhan lab
We did.
yesterday.
Yesterday.
I read this headline. I'm like, this has to be a joke. Nope. Biden pulled the funding. He's had enough. Oh, nice.
Had to draw the line.
All right, we need to.
Now we're funding the Outcast Lab up in another part of China.
Do I? Well, I'll ask it after.
We're doing it all in the United States.
What do you call it?
Outcast, like you get the Wuhan clan and you got Outcast, all labs named after old rap groups.
How about MassCast?
Oh, there you
So
go.
what were you saying on the way in?
What, on the way in?
You talking about actual MassCast or Lowell's
No, I
MassCast?
was talking about when I went.
For those who don't know, there's just an area behind all the hospitals in Boston that is just full of drug use and homeless people and hookers and
A lot of wheelchairs, too.
A lot of wheelchairs.
So no, I was walking down Lee, right behind over by the shrine, over by Lee Street and John Street. It's like
Great shrine, by the way. I don't pray, but I kind of peek in there once in a while
well,
when I skip school.
so it's just the gentleman that's living by the shrine he's got like three fence sections worth of trash. Just
Oh, really? I
sitting
parked
in-
over there. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, it's nasty over there, and they're multiplying over there. There's tons of them.
So one of the businesses at Mass and Cass in Boston, which they were supposed to get rid of it, they like 6 months ago, like, oh, we've had enough, we're getting rid of it. It's still there. I saw it today, actually. One of the businesses, they said they're so fed up that they're installing a new security and a new irrigation system.
I didn't get the irrigation.
Nice. They're going to spray it.
Yeah, I got to get a hose.
Remember the guy in San Francisco did that?
Oh, yeah.
He started
Right in his
spraying the guy.
Yeah.
I think they're going to turn the sprinklers on, just like, get the hell away from here.
I saw
They'd be, sprinkling concrete in the street,
Are
but
they just going to create like a area to bathe?
that would be great if it was. I don't usually root for the homeless people, but that would be funny.
You know,
Like, oh, thanks,
have
man.
kids start dropping off towels and soap.
All right, do I get to take a full bow, partial bow for my Russia Civil War prediction?
It turned into nothing.
I know, but they really
Nothing happened.
I know, but if you watched our last show,
They had a power hour and a half. You know?
they had a good day and a half. If you watch the last show,
I mean, it did happen.
The 40-minute mark, I said, at some point, the Wagner mercenary group, they're so pissed off and there's no one left to stop them, they're just going to march into Russia and take over.
Yes, you did predict that.
2 days later, they did exactly that. Took over the southern district's entire military. You know, I think Russia has 4 different military districts, and they're huge. It's like CENTCOM in Tampa, Florida. They took it without firing a shot, which is amazing. It's one of 4 places in the entire country. And they got within 2 hours of Moscow and just decided to punt. I still don't understand.
And no one's seen Prigozhin since.
Oh, no. Prigozhin's back.
They had their family.
Really?
Yeah.
They had their...
Put out a mixtape today.
He put out a mix.
Oh, yeah. I was missing him. The war is not the same without him around, but he's back.
Is he still calling the Russian leadership English cigarettes? And
Oh, sort of. He didn't go to that. It's the defense minister, Shoigu and Gerasimov. He doesn't.
And they agreed to get rid of him, right?
Actually, I can tell you exactly.
Prigozhin to call off the dogs.
He put out a quote today.
Aren't we all waiting for Prigozhin to end up,
The fact that he's still alive.
drinking a
tells you-
uranium martini?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
I mean, I'd heard they had basically threatened his family. They had these...
So here's the thing. Here's the 3 or 4 different. No one knows. Like I want to pretend like I follow this closely. Nobody actually knows what happened. You had the Prigozhin crew and Utkin. That's Wagner, the real Wagner guy, the Nazi one. His crew, there was about 4,000 of them. They're the ones that made the run for Moscow. Prigozhin, with the bulk of them, just took over that military base. By the way, you see how many helicopters they shot down?
Yeah.
The army on the ground wouldn't fight them. They just laid down their weapons. As part of, I don't know if it was the Air Force or whatever, attacked them. And the Wagner shot down 6 helicopters in a spy plane. It's the worst aviation day in the history of Russia or something.
Well,
It's their own guy. I mean, since like World
most
War
expensive.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. And it's like, this is the worst day they've had since World War II, and it's their own guys taking it out. That feels a little bit Civil War-ish. All right, here's your Prigozhin. This is his update today. Now what is happening at the front is a shame in which we do not need to participate, and we must wait for the moment when we can prove ourselves in full. We will find some time in Belarus. During this time, we will make, I am sure, Belarus army the second army in the world. Good luck with that. And if necessary, we will intercede for them if necessary. I want to ask everyone to pay maximum attention to the fact that the Belarusians met us not only as heroes, but as brothers. They say the local girls in the shops are whispering in lusts that the Wagner boys have arrived. He's back, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Told you, now things feel better.
Here we go.
We are getting ready.
me to
We
the
are
plunder.
raising our level on a new path to Africa, and perhaps we will return to the war at the moment when we are sure that we will not be forced to shame ourselves. So Prigozhin is back. He's in Belarus.
Okay.
But back to the thing. He gets within 2 hours of Russia. And again, that's like first and goal on the 1 yard line and punting. No one could stop him. Nothing could have stopped them. The Russian army and Putin has come out and said, why didn't you stop? He just marched through the entire country. Oh, we decided to set our defenses on Moscow. We put all the guys on Moscow. We were going to defend the capital. I was watching this close. I was watching it live. They had nothing. They had like 2 guys with machine guns on the intersections, like coming into the city. They couldn't have stopped anything.
Does Pete Carroll work for the Wagner Group?
Had it. yeah, they're right. So
Not bad.
he either won. That was a rumor. They're all rumors, but one was that he got a FaceTime call from St. Petersburg, where his family was. Some killers in his family saying, "If you invade, we're just going to kill your family right now," on his phone. That's the rumor number 1. Rumor 2.
Families are such a liability.
But it's weird though. Prigozhin's a smart enough guy that he would have planned for that, which means someone either backstabbed him and
Yeah.
or it's a lie, which is probably more likely. It's not true. Either that, or the real one is that Putin gave him Belarus. No, if you stop, you can just take Belarus. The country's yours. The president, Lukashenko, is a puppet anyways. And that's interesting because, they instantly went to Belarus. They keep piling into the country. There's that.
I'd take a country.
Who knows? And then the third option is that
doesn't make sense.
third option is that it's a coup and it worked. And Putin just said, back off. I give you my word. I won't run again. And you can run in the next election. We'll find out in a year or so if that actually happens. But
all right,
something doesn't make sense.
That one actually probably makes the most sense because rumor has it that he's sick, right? That he's kind of
Putin's messed up for sure.
Yeah, that could be it.
So, but the problem is that you have other powerful guys in Russia that are going to take over. Like
I agree to that.
Putin is kind of a dead stick right now. He's not what people think he is.
You don't have to do it.
What if Putin decides he wants a faction of his military leadership? Let's say they're in those positions because of connections, let's say.
Like everyone in the entire country for every job.
Fair, right?
Yep.
So let's just say there's a group of those people and he uses Prigozhin as a pawn.
Oh, that's
And then
Putin's
this whole
thing.
situation is a negotiating move to then strong arm those people out of their positions.
You're not wrong.
And now you can kind of retake the military, retake that whole grouping and put your more loyal subjects in there or whatever. And you just use Prigozhin as a tool to.
Well, he has been. Yeah, he's been a puppet until now, for sure. But that's exactly how Putin runs the country. It's all divide and conquer. All the powerful, important people hate each other.
So now how's Russia?
The military and the Wagner Group and the FSB and the GRU, and it's like they all hate each other.
Now we talk about this every week, and well, not every week, but once every month or two when you show up, right? But it's always Ukraine's winning. Everyone's saying that Russia's doing well, but Russia's really getting crushed. They have no army, they have no military, they have no weapons.
Want a full legit update here? Is that what you want?
Yeah, because I hear more and more.
I've heard it's just
more and more people talking about Russia is slowly putting the squeeze on Ukraine, and Ukraine's in trouble.
That's what I hear.
All right.
They've made 5 miles. That's it. And they're
Ukraine's counteroffensive. I said last time, it's a bit of a dud. It's not going nearly as well as people thought. I thought it would. With that said, Ukraine has taken back more land in the last month than Russia has taken in the entire year. Go back a year, go back a month. So who would you say is winning? And again, it's not huge land swaths, but that's a fact.
Yeah.
There's a big debate happening now between the Ukrainians and the United States and NATO and England about what to do the counteroffensive. The USA and UK, they wanted them to just smash through. Just instead of fighting this long, drawn out battle line and you move, a half a mile a week or whatever, they said, no, just unload everything you have in one spot, break through, smash through, and let the Russians just crumble, break apart, and leave. That's what I thought was going to happen too. Ukrainians like, no, they don't want to lose their soldiers, just give them away like that. So Ukraine's going with this approach. You listen to all the military experts, you got to have 3-1 if you're offense versus defense. That's why Russia was just getting slaughtered for the first year. They were losing 8, 9, 10-1 ratios because they were attacking and Ukraine was dug in and it's like, okay, we'll kill you all, fine. Now it's the opposite. Russia's totally dug in. Ukraine's kind of going. It's not going great. So this looks like a stalemate from the outside, but inside it's bad. It's just rotten. The Russian army is rotten. I keep saying it, but you can hear the VDV, your boys, right? Mm-hmm. You call them.
I forget.
The VDs.
Yeah.
The VDs, they're the elite airborne troops. They have 3 leading generals. 2 of them have been fired because they didn't stop Prigozhin and the Wagner Group. There's a huge house cleaning happening with the military. And the guys, the soldiers are saying, they're pissed. You took our 2 most capable guys and they have 1 general left. And they put out a video. This is the Russians' elite troops saying, if you take this general away, we are going to invade Russia. And wherever you put him, we're going to invade and kill everyone and break him out. This is the Russians talking to the Russians. So it's just rotten. It's rotten. It can't stand much longer. But the U.S. is telling the Ukrainians, just smash them. Go for it. Just, it'll work. But they're taking it kind of slow, saying, oh, we need more. And they do need more artillery shells, but I don't know. That's the debate. That's where they're at now.
Time to settle.
Yeah. Do you think they're taking it slow because NATO partners have said to the, let's say to the U.S. and say, hey, look, we don't know whatever your long game here is in Ukraine, our Greek soldiers are not going to go fight and die invading Russia.
Well, that's the thing. For this to end,
So I think that you have a lot of countries that are partnering up in NATO who are like, yeah, we're not going to go fight and die for this.
you want a conspiracy that doesn't make any sense, but it's
So the
kind of
U.S.
rattling in my head.
But the U.S.
I got one.
The U.S. is in a weird spot where you get this alliance, but what happens when a big chunk of your alliance has zero interest in actually backing you up when the rubber hits the road, right?
Time to settle.
Well, I agree they should settle, but this is this not where Biden is? And maybe Biden has to call off the dogs on Ukraine and call off the dogs on your offensive. I mean, basically, Ukraine goes as U.S. military support. Ukraine goes
for sure.
So
that's a part of it. That's why the Ukrainians.
Who exactly put the brakes on Biden's war machine?
No one has put the brakes on it.
Well, someone did.
Who? When?
Well, they're kind of rolling back.
No.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a theory that it's from the NATO partners.
They eventually will have to.
We're not going to send our
theory is that
people to go fight and die in this.
Ukraine has hit the point. Batch always says, "Oh, Russia can throw 10 million." They can't. Ukraine is saying, if we go as we're going,
they have a track record of doing
eventually we'll win. If we kill 600 of them a day and lose 400, we'll
That's
win.
not what's happening. It's going the other way now.
No,
they're losing more than the Russians.
Russia, even yesterday, started a huge counter offensive up in Crimea, Kupiansk area. I won't. Don't worry. But it's just when Russia attacks, it's great for Ukraine. They just kill them all.
But all they got to do is sit there. That's all they have to do is sit there.
Right.
And they'll never be moved.
All right, here's the theory rattling in my head. That doesn't make any sense, but it's happening. Russia knows they're going to lose. They have to get out of this. They can't just lose to Ukraine. They have to lose to NATO. If they lose to NATO, hey, you lost to NATO. There's two things that could happen right now. I know we're getting close to the end here, but we're going on the record on this one. All the Wagner guys are in Belarus, right? That's where they are now. They're right near the border with Poland. What if the Wagner guy just tests NATO? What if the Wagner guys say, screw it, let's just test NATO?
That'd be bad for everybody.
Right. So that's theory one. Theory two is they just stopped this grain deal. Ukrainians blew up the Kerch Bridge in Crimea. They said, we're done with the grain deal. It's actually, as of midnight tonight, their time. So a couple hours into it, any ship that comes into Ukraine to get grain is considered an enemy ship harboring weapons. Turkey sends a lot of ships in. Turkey controls the exit out of the Black Sea, the Bosphorus Strait. It's the only way out. They're NATO. They've said, we're going to send our ships in. So if Russia attacks those ships, they're attacking NATO. Something responds, Russia loses, we lost to NATO.
I don't think so.
I think Russia's looking for a way to lose with dignity.
I think they want to settle.
Nope.
Russia's wanted to settle for a long
They're just
time.
going to settle.
I didn't want to go this long. You guys have sucked me into this today.
Where the lines are now, you just settle there.
All right,
Russia would love that. They would love that. And Ukraine would never
But
agree to that.
there's how many Ukrainians left in the lands that Russia has that is developed.
We'll see. They're gonna break. They're gonna break. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, they're not. It's
by September, the Russian lines are gonna break. Once you get through it, they've landmined the whole line. It's like hardcore. Like they've done a good job. But once you get past that, it's just wide open.
But I mean,
you're gonna be patting, just driving until you run out
I
of
feel bad
gas.
for the Ukrainians and all that, but we got nothing to gain from this. It's time to just shut it down. Let's move on.
It's a lot of this money being wasted that should be spent on education.
I'm fighting less and less with you guys. Putting up less of a defense as we go.
No, I mean, I think we've done enough damage. I think it's time to move on.
Yeah, everyone's tired of this Ukraine crap. Let's go.
All right, good. Me too. We need to talk about UFOs. Now we don't have time to.
Real quick.
UFO hearing coming up on the 26th. Something's up. Something big is happening in the UFO
whistleblower.
world.
What's the guy's name? He was
Gersh.
Was it him or was it the other guy?
He was the big one. He kind of opened the floodgates. But either way, Chuck Schumer has never been involved.
Yeah,
Senate president. What is he? Senate president?
No, he's whatever he is.
Yeah. Majority leader. Out of nowhere. He never said a word about it ever. He goes, we're having hearings on the 26th. The people need to know. And it's like, whoa, what did he see? What did someone show him that he immediately panicked? And it sucks because I've got great conspiracies here, but we don't have time for it.
We'll do it next time.
Next time for sure. Watch that.
It is pretty. Yeah, because what I've been hearing is, I forget exactly how they're doing it, but they're really making it harder and harder to hide this stuff.
That's what Chuck Schumer's doing.
Yeah,
they're trying to pass
the wording's amazing.
The defense spending bill, right?
Yeah,
which is all the money that they need, and they're saying
you need to disclose defense,
anything. Any defense contractor,
transmedium.
If there were crashed UFOs or alien bodies, the U.S. government doesn't have them. They give them to Raytheon or Lockheed Martin. And now they have denied, they can lie. We don't have those. We don't have those things. And they're not lying, but they don't have it. Chuck Schumer is saying, if you get any money from us at all, you have to disclose every UFO, UAP, anything you have. And if you lie, you'll never get another contract with the U.S. And it's like, where did that come from?
What a novel concept.
Oh, it's great.
You know
it's
what?
great, but it's like,
Well, I mean, it's still alive.
we sort of fast forwarded like a couple years ahead here.
Could we take this and apply it to Pfizer and Moderna at some point?
Yes, not a bad idea.
Hey, before half the country dies of heart attacks and strokes, maybe we could get some information from you people. If you
President RFK will do that, I'm sure, right?
Good.
Hey, I like that guy.
He doesn't like RFK.
What don't you like about
What's wrong
RFK?
with RFK?
You want to tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tune in next week.
Ooh, that's weak sauce.
Next month.
Weak sauce next month. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
See
after
you.
the next soccer season's over.
See y'all. Bye.
Bye. Forgot Women's World Cup predictions.
Oh,
British
shit.
Open predictions.
Hold on, we're still going.
What?
Yes.
Well, who do you like?
All right.
I like England.
I missed the button. There we go.
So I like Spain in the World Cup.
All right. That says stop recording, so we're going, right?
Is it?
It would say start.
Is the little clicker going?
Very unprofessional. I don't know. Let's just do it and see if it happens. Who do you got in the Women's World Cup? You said England?
Yeah,
Beth Mead. How it hurts.
I know, but
España.
Spain?
Yep.
they've had some trouble though. Do they have some
I
turnover?
want to go long shot.
Oh, that's not
Well, my long shot's Canada.
Canada's good. Australia.
No, yeah, I think so.
home cooking.
No, I don't think it matters.
Didn't they just
Sam Kerr.
get their equal pay for equal work? Well, they were complaining, weren't they?
Well, if they did, then I'm not voting for them.
I think
I saw a thing on that list.
USA is not going to win.
Yeah.
I think they do for
Oh, their team's hurt. They have like their injured team would win the World Cup. They're all banged up.
Yeah.
Germany's good. I like England, but they're all banged up. All the women have torn ACLs. It's like a crazy
That's what happens.
weak bones. All right, British Open.
Okay, so Rory McIlroy's playing great.
Oh
He's
wow,
still-
great! Look at you.
Hang on. Minwoo Lee is going to be my long shot.
Excellent.
Okay, 80-1. Jump on it.
He was good. It was the last tournament. What was it? The last major.
U.S. Open.
He was open. He
Yeah.
had a good one. He was he had
From
two
Australia, right? Signs are lining up.
Good, he had two
Australia,
good
New
days.
Zealand, one of the
Two good days.
Similar looking flags. Close enough. Who you got? Anyone? British Open?
I don't know yet.
Tommy Fleetwood. And fast cash him. He's going to win by 3 strokes.
I don't.
No.
You think so?
No.
I'm on the record here. Tommy Fleetwood wins British Open by 3. You could probably get like 500 to 1 odds.
I
on
like
it, right?
Corey Connors a little bit, though.
Corey Connors, Canadian. Can't trust him. All right, we're really ending the show now.
All right.
Bye.